Maybe you want to proceed with the board?
What's it? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. To proceed.
Catherine.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to come to order. We're going to get ready to get started with our budget. So, of course, it being the first public budget hearing, so we'll get started in just a moment. We'll give everyone an opportunity if you need to make adjustments, your cell phones. And thanks so much. So with that, we're going to call the Town of Mangonia Park 2021-2022. Of course, this is the first public budget hearing of September 7th, 2021 into session. Roll call, please.
Mayor Almond.
Here.
Councilmember Green.
Here.
Councilmember McConnell.
Here.
And Councilmember Smith.
Here. Thank you so much. We do have a quorum. So at this point in time, we're going to turn the hearing over to our staff. We're going to call, of course, to the floor, Mr. Ken Metcalf, our town manager. Ken.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
Under 3A, number 1, the proposed millage rate is 9.9000, which is 7.97% over the rollback rate of 9.1693.
Yeah, and just before Ken gives a detailed description, I just want to acknowledge that Vice Mayor Johnson is on the dais. I'll go right ahead, Ken.
And number 2, the tentative budget for the general fund is $3,900,845. The utility fund is $1,262,800 for a total budget proposal of $5,163,645. Item number 3, the ad valorem revenues will be used to fund the general government operating expenses, personnel costs, insurance, local library, aftercare and summer reading programs, parks and recreation, and other public services inclusive of law enforcement contract with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office and the fire and rescue contract with the city of West Palm Beach. Be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much. Before we go to the floor, to open the floor to public comment, if there is any comments or questions, that council may have regarding the proposed budget. Any comments or questions? Okay, if there are none, I know that we've had several budget workshops. So what we'll do is this. We'll just kind of begin with this. Are there any appreciable changes from the last workshop that we had, Ken?
No, sir, no changes in numbers. We did make the note. Legal for the utility fund that you requested that it's all been consolidated under the general fund legal services. But that's just a note. None of the numbers have changed since our last workshop.
Thank you so much. So noted. Are there any questions or comments? This is an opportunity for those questions or comments you may have to be addressed. There are none. Then we'll proceed on in our workshop, in our hearing. No longer workshops. So at this point in time, of course, if there's no questions or comments as it relates to the proposed budget before us. Of course, we can always make any changes as it relates to grammatical changes, but this is the opportunity. Just want to make sure that there's no questions or comments before we move to the motion. Hearing none, at this point in time, we will move on in our hearing. Ken? Is there anything from staff at this point?
Nothing further.
Okay. Okay, hearing none, at this point in time, we'll open the floor to any public comment. If there's any comment from the public. If there's anyone online that's with us. Okay. Okay, so no one online. So with that, we'll just hold it open for 30 seconds. just to ensure that the record is recording that we have opened the floor to public comments. And with that, we'll close the floor to public comment. So at this point now in time, as it relates to our proposed budget, if there are a motion as an order at this point in time, if there is a motion as it relates to the proposed budget.
And Mr. Mayor, if I could interrupt, if I could just ask the makers of the motions to read verbatim from your agenda on the motions to include all of the language that's written on your agenda for each of the two upcoming items, which is 4 and 5. Thank you.
Certainly. Okay. Certainly, so noted. So if the maker of the motion would include those items verbatim.
Yeah, I'd like to move to adopt the proposed millage rate of 9.1000 for the fiscal year 2021-2022. In addition, motion to adopt the certain budget for fiscal year 2021-2022.
So if the maker of the motion would just read verbatim each of those items that's being included.
And just so you're clear, Vice Mayor, there's one motion for each item, so just item 4 at this point.
Preliminary motion is to adopt the proposed millage rate of 9.900 for fiscal year 2021-2022.
Second.
Which is inclusive of, just read the whole thing. No, go to your first page.
That's adequate, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, motion has been made to approve the proposed millage rate, which is reflected on your agenda. And for the record, that of course is 9.9000, which is 7.97% over the rollback rate of 9.1693. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Green.
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell.
Yes.
Councilmember Smith.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Johnson. And Mayor Almeri.
Yes.
It passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. At this point, a motion is in order as it relates to the proposed budget, a tentative budget.
Mr. Mayor, a motion to adopt the tentative budget for the fiscal year 2021-2022.
Motion has been made to adopt the budget for 2021-2022 as reflected on your agenda. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing that there's no questions on the motion, roll call, please.
Councilmember Green.
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell.
Yes.
Councilmember Smith.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Johnson.
Yes.
And Mayor Almeri.
Yes.
It passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. Seeing that those two items are in order, we will now give the floor back to our town manager, Ken.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, item 6 is just an announcement that the final public budget hearing will be September 21st, 2021 at 5:45 p.m. to be held at the Town Hall in the William H. Albury III Town Council Chambers, 1755 East Tiffany Drive, Magnolia Park, Florida, 334.
Thank you so much for the information, and we will, of course, govern ourselves accordingly. If there's, that is it as it relates to our purpose here tonight. Is there a motion for adjournment? Motion for adjournment. Okay, is there a second to the motion?
Second.
We have to close this out. We have to close this out. Okay. Has been properly moved and seconded. Seconded by Councilwoman Green. Okay. Thank you so much. All in favor, aye. Aye. All same sign. It is carried. Thanks so much. We got next that you just stand by for our regular council meeting that will begin in 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
I need to put my,
We're getting ready, further down Australia.
I didn't have my glasses on.
So I hope it kept going, but
Like a little boy.
Revere has his own something. I'm
Sure.
not sure what it was.
I know when I came in, it was clear for the grocery store, there was a white car in the road.
Oh, yeah, I lost a lot of weight.
That's what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Did I have my glasses on? I said, you know, he was like when I didn't have my glasses on. Commissioner McMinard.
We're almost getting out. I told Mac I'm gonna catch him one day.
Yeah, that's small, but you look like it.
How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Mayor.
Hey, how you doing? You doing all right?
Yes, I don't mean to be all behind you.
Oh, no,
guys.
no, it's good, okay.
The screen.
Oh, certainly, oh, not a problem. That's Amari.
Amari Hardy.
I thought so, but I know.
Okay.
It's so hard to tell for sure with these.
It's tough.
But mask it is, certainly, so definitely good seeing you.
Sorry?
So definitely good seeing you.
Oh, thank you, yes, I'll be happy to update you. I have a quick, now we asked earlier, but I just want to make sure. Right. Any way we can, but just because the screen is open, so no, I have a little PowerPoint, but I'll just go from my notes, that's fine.
You sure?
I didn't realize the screen is, so it's a moot point. Don't worry.
Okay.
I didn't even realize until just now.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Because we can see it from here, it's just that they have to set up the computer for you.
That's fine.
Oh, okay, okay. Would either one of you want to do verification? Verification? Alrighty, no one's actually find the one of you want to do verification. Vice Mayor Sessions.